Hi, and welcome to the Balancing Act Atlanta edition. I'm Montel Williams. We're bringing you community stories and introducing you to businesses and people who are making a difference. So let's see who's making a difference right here in your neighborhood.
On today's episode, the latest in orthodontic care. We hear from mental and behavioral health experts who are changing lives. And speaking of changing lives, we visit a school that's doing exactly that. Legal advice that's helping families stay whole, how to afford the home of your dreams, plus lots more on The Balancing Act.
I'm ready. Let's watch this together.
Divorce happens and it's life-changing, but there are ways to make sure your family remains a family.
I'm Emily Brenner. I am an attorney, a divorce and family lawyer. I am also a psychologist and a rabbi. I'm also an arbitrator, a mediator, a parenting coordinator, and a guardian ad litem.
Brenner Law Group believes that divorced and divorcing families can still be healthy and happy.
I call what we do creating a bigger backyard. It has kind of a visual. Imagine you have a house, the house becomes divided, and instead of just having two ruined half houses, the house becomes two intact houses with a bigger backyard, because there are certain things that have to meet in the middle between the houses. And that is the parenting of the children. I have a goal to guide the family members to wholeness, and that's mom, dad, the kids, and very often stepkids and multi-generationally. So the bigger backyard concept is that we are bringing the entire family together, often multi-generationally, to address their during divorce needs and also their post-divorce needs.
The goal is to avoid the court system so you can create your own destiny.
I believe that there's a benefit to not having the judge make all the decisions for you. And the reason why is simple. It's your life. The judge doesn't know you. The judge never met you ever at all before you walked into the courtroom. A stranger doing the very best that she or he can is going to divide your assets, tell you how to raise your children, tell you when you'll see your children, and really you don't want that. There's also another thing, and that is that we have found in the profession that people are more likely to keep agreements that they have had a hand in making, that it hasn't just been imposed on them. As a mediator, I like to help people come to an agreement that's their own agreement. So the most important strategy is for people to be honest about what they want. In addition to that, I would say that I keep my mediations very child-focused if we're talking about custody as a major issue. I have a special program that I'm working on that is my legacy, if we can say that, and it's where my work as a lawyer, a psychologist, and a rabbi come together, and I call it God's 5 Steps to Overcoming Absolutely Anything. And I mean it, it's not a gimmick. There are actually 5 steps for overcoming absolutely anything. And this is based on what Moses said to the people just before the sea was going to part.
They also have a unique approach to help families with special needs children.
In this area, it requires a great deal of expertise to make sure the child doesn't lose their benefits because of the way finances are structured. My final inspirational thought for people who are struggling with divorce and what their life is going to look like afterwards is to remember this: there is no such thing as the outcome. Whatever happens is just the next thing that happens, and we take it from there and look at how to make life good.
For more information about Brenner Law Group, visit brennerlawgroup.com or check out our website, thebalancingact.com.
There's nothing more heartwarming than seeing a group of people giving back, just like our next story.
The need for access to affordable and effective mental health and substance use disorders treatment is at an all-time high. Fortunately, the experts at the Georgia Department of Behavioral Health and Developmental Disabilities are here to help.
Our mission is to make sure that individuals, particularly citizens in Georgia, have easy access to high-quality care for mental health and substance use treatment. So if you have a headache, you don't hesitate to try to figure out how can you solve or treat that headache. If you have a toothache, you do the same thing. Your mental health is equally as important as any of those issues that are in the physical realm.
Unfortunately, mental health and addiction have stigma associated with them, and this can keep people from seeking help.
If you happen to have major depression, that does not define who you are. And so being able to talk about what that person really is and what that person's desires are, the life they want to live, using that type of language is empowering for the individual.
They have 3 tiers of help, support, and resources.
In the Office of Prevention, we work on helping communities kind of coalesce to come together to see what they can do to prevent behavioral health problems or substance use disorders. And a lot of that work happens in the schools, with youth, with faith-based organizations, and it's all around helping communities to figure out alternative activities for individuals so that they understand that there are things that you can do to have fun that don't include alcohol or drugs. And then on the treatment side, we provide a full array of services for serious mental illness and for substance use disorders, and that includes outpatient treatment, residential treatment. DBHDD has 5 psychiatric hospitals, and then in terms of recovery, we have a wide range of peer support. Georgia is well known for our peer support, and that means we have individuals who have lived experience, who have a passion for giving back to others, and who will support people who are beginning their journey of recovery, because sometimes when you're in the thick of things, it helps to see and talk to somebody who's been there and who has come to the other side and can say, if I did it, you can do it. And there's a lot of power and motivation in that sharing of experience, strength, and hope.
They also have a crisis hotline for those in need.
A crisis doesn't have a timetable. You don't know when it's going to happen, so it's important that our citizens have a place that they can reach out. The GCAL number is 1-800-715-4225, and it's particularly important for individuals to note that number. We have refrigerator magnets that we can send out that you can put, because you always want to have that number if someone that you love or even you are experiencing a suicidal crisis. It's important that you have somebody you can pick up the phone and call, and you will get support and connection to the resources that you need.
There are some common sense things that we all can do and that we all should be doing to manage our mental health wellness on a daily basis.
For more information, visit dbhdd.georgia.gov or go to our website, thebalancingact.com.
Managing your money doesn't need to be stressful. Take a look at this.
Making the dream of home ownership come true is what drives Deborah Mitchell, CEO of Dynasty Financial, right here in the Atlanta area.
Well, I've been in the business for 20 years, and it's been quite rewarding. I enjoy helping my clients to achieve the American dream. It takes a lot of work, it takes dedication, and it's a two-way street. My clients come to Dynasty with the need of wanting to be a homeowner, and I take their own personal situation and I pair it with, whatever's going on in their life, and I help them to achieve it. And we do that by sorting through finances, their credit, their assets, and creating a personalized plan that generally helps them.
Financial literacy is part of the home ownership education.
What I do, I empower my clients to make good financial decisions by helping them to change how they perceive money in terms of changing their thought patterns, changing their spending patterns. We do understand that, you know how to make money, you know how to spend money, but do you really know how to actually handle and manage your money? So we take what the client has and what their needs are, and we couple that and we create more of a savings to reach their goals.
Staying employed and earning money is also part of the strategy.
Being employed is a major component of being consistent, and we can't be consistent if we don't have the income. So stay employed. Budgeting is a key factor in anything that we do. Living on a budget, whether you make a small amount of money or a large amount of money, you have to budget the money. You have to know where your money is going in order to create a savings plan. So without a savings plan and a savings path, you're going to be in a position where it's going to self-destruct. So you have your income, you have the monies that come in, you have your monies that you're spending, and you take and create a plan based on how much you make, how much you spend, and we pair those two together and allow a person to see how they're being wasteful. So it's really called being a good steward over your money. So we want to create a plan where you're not wasting money, and you get to a point where you can save and start creating a path that will allow you to be financially secure.
Working with the right financial advisor can help you handle whatever comes your way, including that dream home.
Homeownership is really not a hard task to achieve. Taking the intimidation out of it and letting the clients know that being stable, meaning going back to the actual being employed, being credit worthy, and you get there by paying your bills and paying your bills on time, having that savings plan and having that dream.
For more information about how Dynasty Financial can help you, visit dynastyfinancialconsulting.com or go to our website, thebalancingact.com.
If there's one person we should take care of, it's ourselves. Check this out.
When you hear the word orthodontics, you probably think of braces. But with the new technologies, teeth straightening is undergoing its own transformation. Welcome to Atlanta Orthodontic Specialists, who are engineering miles of smiles.
Here at Atlanta Orthodontic Specialists, one of the things that we're focused on more than anything is using technology to improve our treatment of our patients. We've been in the area for around 40 years, and we have our 5 locations. Some of those are fairly new. Our main location has been in Sandy Springs for about 25 years. So we do have a practice motto at Atlanta Orthodontic Specialists, and that is excellence through innovation. And that's really how we have designed our entire office to operate. So we're always looking for opportunities to better innovate and better treat our patients through technology. So many people may think about orthodontics as being something that's targeted towards kids and teenagers, but really orthodontics is a very, very broad specialty that has a very broad appeal across both kids and adults. We have patients ranging from age 6 to 86.
Why is this important? It's not just about looking good. Having straight teeth can be a medical necessity.
So if your teeth aren't meeting correctly, then there can be incidences of excess treatment, wear on the teeth, chipping, breakage, those kind of things. And those are problems that become progressively worse with time. And so it's not always indicated necessarily, but many times orthodontics is hugely beneficial, not just for the aesthetics, but also for the functional aspect of the teeth.
Dr. Rathburn starts by making digital impressions.
The digital models we create are very, very accurate and precise. And actually, one of the things we're able to do with them a lot more quickly than we are with plaster models is able to make our measurements all digitally. And those can be stored and repeated very, very easily for us instead of having to look back in our charts. In the field of x-rays and radiographs, we've upgraded to what's called cone beam CT technology, or CBCT technology. And we use that a lot in our practice. With this technology, we're able to take one x-ray for a very similar dosage in terms of exposure, and we're able to generate from that an infinitely complex series of data. We can actually see the patient's entire head in 3 dimensions. We can look at the teeth in 3 dimensions. We can see the tooth morphology, the roots, the bone, any impacted teeth, all of these kind of things. The information we're receiving from that is just so much broader and so much more impressive than what we're able to get from the 2-dimensional images. So another technology we just started recently using is called dental monitoring. And actually it's a device that allows patients to take scans of their own teeth at home and send them remotely to the orthodontist. So for example, you could be using your aligner trays at home, but it's always very inconvenient to come to the orthodontist. So we can give you a batch of trays at home. You can scan the images directly from your mouth and send them directly to our office. We're able to monitor everything remotely, and that way you don't have to come in quite as often, and we're able to be better engaged with treatment.
Then this 3D printer can make alignment trays.
3D printing is the printing of a physical model out of a digital impression. So from the digital impression that we take, we then make a resin printed model, and from there we're able to make retainer trays. Not only that, these resin models are much more durable than our traditional plaster models, and so patients are able to take these home with them and have a model to bring us in case their retainer ever breaks. We can be very quick about making a new retainer for them, and it's something that's been a huge part of our practice.
An advanced software called SureSmile makes it all possible.
SureSmile is the platform that we use to take all of that 3D digital information and integrate that through SureSmile, and it enables us to provide better treatment options for our patients. So anything from brackets and wires, custom designed arch wires, to digitally designed aligners entirely done in-house. Technology is all around us, and really what our mission here at Atlanta Orthodontic Specialists is to bring that technology into the orthodontic practice and try to improve our treatment outcomes for patients, make our treatments more efficient and more cost effective.
For more information about Atlanta Orthodontic Specialists, visit atlantaortho.com or just go to our website, thebalancingact.com.
Every child deserves the best education possible. Take a look at this.
Learning is growing, and it's an essential part of who we are and who we become. Students with learning differences can find success in a variety of ways. Welcome to Bedford School.
Our mission is to help students with learning differences maximize their potential and develop foundations for success. We serve students in grades 1st through 9th grade who are professionally diagnosed as having some type of learning difference. Some of these include dyslexia, auditory processing disorder, attention deficit disorder, and even high-functioning autism. In small classes of about 10 or 12 students, and sometimes even smaller, our students receive multisensory instruction, which helps them be able to develop the skills they need as they transition to a larger, more typical program for high school or college. In addition to academics, we also give our students the opportunity to participate in and develop skills in sports, drama, art, and even STEM activities.
They call it learning differences, not learning disabilities, for a reason.
Students with learning differences are often mislabeled. A student who acts out in class to avoid having to read aloud may be called a behavior problem. A student who is slow in finishing work may be considered lazy, but often they just have deficits that need to be addressed. We teach them organizational skills so that they can become independent and contributing members of society.
Christy Dickens is living proof. Not only is she an alumnus, but she's also a teacher and a parent of a child who attends here.
Before I came to Bedford, I had been very frustrated with school. I had stopped even trying. I was kind of ignoring school and kind of hoping it would ignore me. When I came to Bedford, I was able to regain some of that confidence in my ability to learn and was able to fill in some of the gaps in my education that had developed. I resisted being interested in teaching for a very long time. When I was in high school, I was a counselor at a summer camp and really enjoyed it, and so decided to be a teacher. When my daughter Katie was in the 3rd grade, she started having a lot of trouble at school. She was coming home crying every single day, and she finally looked at me and said, "Mama, I think I'm just not smart," which absolutely broke my heart. And I knew that Bedford could help her in the same way that it helped me, in the same way that I was working with kids every single day. So I was very excited to get her here. Katie's much more enthusiastic and willing to work on her schoolwork than she was in the past. She was avoiding it quite a lot. She is in middle school, so it's not her favorite thing, but she's much more willing.
Their motto, maximizing potential maximizes success. And it's truly working.
A lot of students with learning differences end up dropping out of high school out of frustration, but students who get the proper remediation go on to finish high school. A lot of them go on to colleges and technical schools where they find great success.
Well, whenever we feel successful at something, it not only builds our self-esteem, but it also gives us confidence to try new and bigger challenges. So our goal is to help our students develop skills they need so that they can be successful. You know, you can't just give a kid a pat on the back or give them an A. They have to be able to have some ownership in that, and they have to be able to feel that they can do something. And that's the best thing that we can do for our kids.
I know Bedford makes a difference. Personally in my own life, I know it made a difference for me, and then watching my child go from hurting so much and being so frustrated to thriving it's why I work here, because I know what I do matters.
We have a very diverse student body. Our students come to us from a variety of socioeconomic backgrounds, and the majority of our scholarship funds come from private donations, and individuals can donate at thebedfordschool.org.
The Bedford School, small school, big impact.
For more information about the Bedford School, visit thebedfordschool.org or just go to our website, thebalancingact.com.
In need of some pampering? Here's some inspiration.
What touches your face matters. This is especially true when it comes to the beauty tools you use every day and how we care for our skin. Time for some tips from our friends at Anissa Beauty.
Anissa Beauty is a direct-to-consumer e-commerce brand that brings you great tools for makeup and skincare. We are focused on creating the best brushes for your everyday needs so that you can self-express in any way that you feel.
Anissa should know she revolutionized the beauty brush industry.
As a brush designer for the last 30 years, I have made it a mission to create the best brushes in the world. So our Pinnacle Foundation brush will change your life, I promise. Our brushes are made with the utmost conscientious, mindful manufacturing techniques.
Different beauty products need different types of brushes to give you the best results.
Makeup brushes, when used right and paired perfectly with your makeup products, give you a result that you're looking for. It makes it easy for you, it's quick, it's fast, it's easy, and you look fantastic. Our faces are how we present ourselves to the world. Our faces are also unique, original to us. So it's important that we create brushes that are for every face, every skin type. And we want to make sure that when you use our brushes, you're able to apply makeup in an intuitive way. Our latest innovation is about skincare and skincare brushes. Why not use a skincare brusher tool to apply your moisturizer, your cleansers, your treatments, your toners? We feel it's the same idea. You would never use your hands anymore for foundation. So we feel hands-free skincare is the way to go.
And if you take good care of your brushes, they'll take good care of you.
Part of the products that we have created and designed help you take care of your investment, which is your brushes. And these are our cleaners. So our cleaners are gentle, enough for your skin, and effective enough to clean your brushes. And we've created some little devices to make it fast and easy so you can get the soap and water out of the brush quickly and they will dry faster for you. We're so honored to have the opportunity to finally share our products and our innovations direct to the consumer, the beauty lover, the beauty pro, the skincare lover. We are really excited for you to try our products. The adventure of makeup brushes and skincare brushes and tools is now in your hands.
For more information about Anissa Beauty, visit anissabeauty.com or go to our website, thebalancingact.com.
Thinking of moving? Well, stay where you are right now and watch this.
Let's face it, moving is exciting, but it can also be stressful. Here are some ideas from the experts at Truck and I, who've been providing moving, packing, storage, and delivery services since 1987.
Truck and I specializes on upscale moving and storage, portable storage. Most of our clientele is folks that used it for many years. Our crew's been here a long time. We provide the packing service with the professionals. We do the moving with our contractors and service providers, and we have a portable storage unique in the area.
This is important because you want your belongings to be in good hands.
With the passing of the years, Through labor and experience, we've been able to condense our moving process into 4 important steps. Well, the first step is microtation sum. Whether it's on site, over the phone, or through video chat, we're able to input all the necessary information into our state-of-the-art program where it's itemized, recorded, all the components of your move. This allows us to provide the most accurate estimate possible. The second step is the Leadman bio sheet. This is our way of introducing to you, our customer, prior to the move, our Leadman's information. This will come with some background notes and who will be showing up at your doorstep. The third step would be the full blankets in, full blankets out. This is our wrapping protocol. This consists of moving blankets, tape, shrink wrap, and paper pads, along with additional cardboard boxes or material to make sure that we protect all the furniture, and not only the furniture, but also your home by avoiding any dings, dents, or scratches along the move. Now, the fourth step would be total control. This is our GPS tracking system that allows you to have real-time information over where the trucks are at all times, along with your crew and your belongings.
You can pack everything yourself, or they can do it for you.
Yes, so definitely packing is one of those things we all tend to underestimate in terms of effort and time required. Me being guilty of that. I would advise 2 things. 1, be realistic with the expectations of what you are able to handle on your own. And 2, seek help. You can also build a checklist with your moving company of what you need to do to be prepared. For example, have you planned who's gonna take care of your kids? Who's gonna take care of your pets? Have you discussed that you're moving with your neighbors so they know there's gonna be some trucks on the driveway? And have you emptied your drawers? If you're moving appliances, have you drained the water lines? All of these things your moving company will help you figure out so you can be prepared for your move.
And their patent-pending Big Vault's portable storage is the only one like it in the area.
Our portable storage service makes it very easy for our customers to store their goods because it's a service provided by a crew of professionals, and we bring the container the same day, load it up, and bring it back to our warehouse.
But before you put the house on the market, you need to depersonalize it. It really just means decluttering. Where are your items gonna be? This is something very important to plan, where to store these items.
So once the items get to our warehouse, we have a climate control facility, and everything stays very safe, not just in climate control situation, but with our cameras for surveillance.
Moving is an investment. How much you value your property is how much you are going to receive at the end of the day. So it's important to make a smart decision, to find a company you can trust, to find a team that is going to provide you the quality of services that you and your family deserve.
Ready to make a move? For more information about Truck and I, visit truckandi.com or go to our website, thebalancingact.com.
Thanks so much for joining us on this local edition of The Balancing Act. We'll see you next time.